Coming in hot.
Ep1 Barrel Banter.
Barrel Banter.
Good evening and
Banter.
welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James. Wow,
I'm
what is
Zach.
going on?
Oh, wait. What? We're live?
And I'm Brian.
We're live!
Oh, what is happening?
No!
I was
Welcome.
doing the wings roll.
Wow, this is
This
it.
has been the worst.
This is episode 1.
That's why.
This is episode 1 of a new segment we're bringing you each week just before our regular show called Barrel Banter.
Barrel Banter.
Before the bourbon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and we just lost.
And we lost. We'll get
We
back
just-
to him. We'll call him. We'll call him live on the show.
Barrel-
We'll
We
get
just
to it in a minute.
lost our guest. Barrel Banter Before the Bourbon is a very chill, relaxed show where we're going to be just kind of shooting the breeze, as it were,
Yeah, we're gonna
hanging out.
we're gonna talk to our fans. Is really what I think this is.
We're here to
about.
talk to you, which we have a live chat on this show. If you're not watching this show live, you might think, wow, these guys are nuts. We don't know who they're talking to. But if you do watch this show live, then you know that we talk to our fans. We like to talk to you. And so this is going to be a show, probably a 10 to 15-minute segment where we talk with you. If you're interested in being on Barrel Banter, leave us a little note there. We're really, really excited.
Shelly and Redbeard.
What up,
good
guys?
evening.
Welcome. I had a wicked upper respiratory infection last week, a cold, if you will. And I was just down and out. I didn't feel really hot. I didn't want to come on here and be hacking and coughing and sneezing. And so I just took a little time to be on some Theraflu, drinking some hot toddies with some good bourbon.
Was it Omicron?
Wasn't Omicron. I had no vid. I had the no vid.
Was it HTNG?
I did not
Is that
have the
swine
.com
flu?
variant.
Swine flu?
Was it foot and mouth?
I've had foot and mouth. It's the most painful thing you can have as an adult.
Was it Mad
it's
Cow?
Yeah.
What's foot and mouth? You put your foot in your mouth?
No, it's hoof and mouth. It's like a bacteria that gets in your mouth and causes sores.
It's usually like kids that get it, too.
Yeah. Oh, it's so miserable.
Is it from like licking place, like swing sets or something?
It's like stepping in dog shit and then licking the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah.
white dog shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Gosh.
A lot there. So this is a fun new show, episode 1, Barrel Banter. We're just going to be hanging out. So we're going to get on our first guest, subscriber 1000. You know him better as Bob Poole.
Hey, Bob.
So we're going to welcome Bob on here and just do a quick interview, hang out with him a little bit, let you get to know each other a little bit. This is going to be fun.
it's calling. It's ringing.
Oh, he's expecting us, by the way.
All right, here we go.
Hello, kids.
Oh, subscriber 1000. How
Hey
you
there,
doing?
Bobby.
Bob.
Good Lord.
You have a very nice pool, Bob.
Here, I'll do this.
It's all right.
Bob,
Poole has a nice pool.
Bob, welcome to
Welcome to Barrel
Barrel
Banter.
Banter.
It's very nice to be here, my friends.
Hello.
It's really nice to have you.
Did everybody else see him on the screen, too?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you want to do a little Vanna, Zach, I'll give you the
Hey,
phone.
you want to van us up there, Zach, so that
We'll
Bob
put subscriber
can be seen?
1000 on the video.
So yeah, we're gonna just ask you a few questions here, Bob. I've got a couple up my sleeve. I'm sure James and Zach do as
We
well.
lost the video.
Oh, you lost video?
Oh my
Yeah, it
gosh.
seems like video is not stable for some reason.
It's because you got that dirty droid.
Yeah.
You-
I don't know. It says waiting for reply.
Dirty droid.
Now I got video back on, I think.
It says waiting
Thanks,
for
Redbeard.
reply.
I'm glad to be back,
Okay.
man. Thank you. Glad to be back.
Oh, there we go.
We're back on.
There, put them on there. Put them on there.
Bob, Bob, Bob.
Say hi.
Guys. Oh, hey.
Dude.
Let me try this again. There we go.
Oh, you're repping some good threads there.
There we go.
Hey!
What up, Bobby?
Sub 1000. There we go.
What up, baby?
Well, we're glad to have you on the show.
Bobby, what are you
and
drinking
yeah,
tonight?
What are you drinking? Let us know what you're drinking.
Well, since you asked, we've got the Glenlivet Caribbean.
Oh.
I
Oh,
just love it.
I had that before. I enjoy it.
that's a fine dram. The Glenlivet Caribbean cask. Can you give us a little info on that? What's it coming in at percentage wise, and to remind us the barrel aging there?
I'm going to have to get some light on this motherfucker.
It's like, I'm going to have to read the label.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too dark out here. I can't really see it.
But-
to tell you the truth.
What's it taste like? Give us your tasting profile real quick.
It's but it's got a little bit of sweetness, like the rum's gonna give it a little.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
A little.
And it's only $28, man. It's a great fucking value.
So it's a Glenlivet for $28. I agree. It's got to be a great value. Great value.
So this guy.
Hey, Bob, really quick, Bob, are you able to access a computer and get on the show? We have some people in the chat that might want to ask you some questions.
I didn't bring home the laptop tonight. So
no worries.
I'm only on my phone.
All right, well, if you guys have questions for Bob, type them in the chat and we'll ask him. So,
All right. Well, my first question I've got for you, Bobby, is what's the most expensive adult beverage that you've ever had?
Ooh,
Tell us
good
about
question. Good question.
Most expensive.
Wow. I don't know the answer to that. It's probably one of the ones that somebody brought into the lodge that, we had for a special occasion. I really don't know the answer.
Okay. That's okay. I thought maybe in your profession somebody had brought you one.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. In your
As a gift
profession,
or
I
out at a
figured you might
dinner?
have gotten a random gift. Like, even if it's a crazy bottle of wine or something, we were just like, oh, wow, this is a big deal.
Ooh, there's chunkies in this Black Tuesday.
No, it's probably just
It's old, man.
something somebody gave me. I have no idea how much it's worth. That one bottle of rum that Rico brought in, he said it was pretty expensive. That might be something. That might be it.
Interesting. I don't recall that one. What's the most at our bottle shares that Bob has been to? What's the most expensive thing we brought over?
You know what? I think Bob's gonna remember, and this is very memorable to me when I had Bob and Mannarino on the show, and we broke into some Blantons.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh yeah.
And we dipped our toes in a little straight from the barrel tasting after.
See, I have a memory of a King George or King Louis. What was it?
Oh yeah, we had King
we did
George.
have that. The
I
King
brought
George.
King George. It tasted very, very peaty.
I remember.
Quite enjoyable.
Yeah, so we had a little Johnny Walker King George.
What about, does that stand up to the Cavalon? Because we also had the Cavalon.
We did have the Cavalon. That was the barrel. So it was the cask strength Cavalon in the red tube. I forgot the name of it.
Sherry cask.
Sherry cask. Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
So really quick, Redbeard is asking Bob if that $28 is that retail expensive or secondary expensive? Are you talking about the Glenmorangie, or was it Glenlivet Caribbean?
I think he's
Yeah,
clarifying my question. The most
At least
expensive thing you
discount
drink.
liquor at $28. I just bought it, 10 minutes ago.
And what's your question? Or
Well,
what did you
I think
say?
it was a clarify to my question, which was most expensive thing you've drank. Was that, at a bar or secondary? So I'm going to say that's retail. So that King George, what's that retail?
500.
Okay.
If you can get it. If you can get it.
Do you remember drinking that King George?
Barely.
It was
All right.
It was very peaty.
So my follow-up question to you was, at $500, would you spend that to drink King George again?
Hell no.
Hell no.
So
All
he
right.
gives it you'll give it a 0 on the price value. That is a little high.
All right.
I would actually go for something like
Jackie
I'd go for a
Black.
Lagavulin
How's it going,
for
bud?
like the same effect.
For those of you just tuning in, welcome to a new segment, a little pre-show, if you will. This is Barrel Banter. We are going to stop this stream here closer to the 7 o'clock hour. So here in about
Five-ish
5 minutes.
Yeah.
But we are joined tonight by our first interviewee on our first episode of Barrel Banter, with Bob Poole, subscriber 1000. This show's about you. We wanted to show where we could interview you. And so we brought subscriber 1000 onto our first show, and we're asking him some questions. If you have some questions, don't forget to put it in the chat.
So I got a question for Sub 1000.
Come on.
All right.
So what's your go-to drink at the bar?
That's a good question.
At the bar.
Yeah. So you roll up to the bar and you're like, man, I really need a drink. You will always usually go to what?
I usually just go beer. I'm a very basic guy.
Okay.
That's cool though.
Dumb Coors Light or something like that at a bar.
And then if you want to step it up and you jump into a whiskey or a scotch, what's your usual go-to?
Well, then I give him the old, what do you got for scotch? Just give it to me straight, baby.
That's it. All right.
What's good on ice?
Well, you bring up a good point because I can't tell you there.
Natty Ice.
Here's the thing.
That's right.
There are countless, I think all of us have gone through this at one point in our lives. You go up to the bar and you're dependent on the bartender, right? You're like, hey, I want a scotch, I want a whiskey, what do you recommend? And I think we kind of fill that role recommending to our audience beforehand, right? Like we're able to walk them through things that we've tasted to where when they do go to the bar, they can just ask for something. Jackie Black says Jameson and ginger. I'm guessing that's your go-to.
Great go-to.
Great go-to. I think that's a great go-to.
What question do you got, Zach?
Rico, how you doing, bud? Welcome.
Hey, Rico!
Zach, what question do you got? You got any questions for Sub 1000?
Come on, easy softballer.
All right, so Bob, let me ask you this, just off the top of my head, my bald head.
Cheap hair, don't care.
What is the best thing that you've had at a bar? Your most enjoyable drink that you've had at a bar?
That's a great question.
Oh, and could it be a cocktail? Maybe he's just had a killer
anything.
cocktail or something?
Yeah.
It could be a beer, it could be a scotch, it could be a whiskey,
What would it be?
a cocktail, whatever you enjoyed the most.
Any memorable bar experience?
Wow, that's a really good question.
I mean, you're going to have to go back in your brain bank.
Yeah.
Like I would have to do the same thing, to be honest.
Or even a cool bar. Even a cool
The
bar.
first thing that popped into my brain was having one of those big giant bowls of like a scorpion or
Yes,
something.
the fishbowl.
You
Love
share
it.
Like 10 people. Everyone's
Class.
got a straw. I don't know that.
Wait, you
for some
share those
reason
with
that
10
makes me
people?
happy.
I
I'll
usually
be
share that
honest with you.
One
I've
person.
So the
Me plus
peppermill,
one.
the peppermill scorpion.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
drank 3 of those to
No.
myself
I
in my heyday. That was 10 years ago at least.
I have done the same thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if I counted up to 3 or not.
Oh,
but
God.
I have had a scorpion that's meant for 5 or 6 people to myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
So for our friends out there that don't know what a scorpion is, so the Peppermill is an amazing old school lounge here in Vegas. It's
awesome.
on the Strip. It's one of the original, still standing buildings from like the 1960s, 70s.
Yeah, and they serve old 60s cocktails.
They do, and they serve old 60s cocktails.
Yeah.
And one of them is a fishbowl cocktail. Just think of like a goldfish bowl where they throw in pretty much everything, and it just tastes like fruit punch. It tastes like Hawaiian punch in a punch bowl that's probably 80% alcohol.
Wait, you guys want to do a show
And
live from
it's
there?
got,
We should.
That'd be
purple
awesome.
neon
With scorpions.
lights everywhere.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
purple
yeah.
neon lights. You know, we're gonna do a live show from
We
there.
should
is
do a
what
live
we're
show
gonna
from
do.
there. We should go down and talk to them.
Yeah.
We're going to have to bring our flashlights to make sure you guys can
Yeah,
see
it's
us.
really dark in the lounge.
Oh, and my favorite is that they still play like MTV early 90s music videos
They do,
on
and-
all the TVs
Very
constantly.
memorable.
so
Constant.
for
I
an-
ed- I got a friend that works there from high school. If you ever get
Oh, we got the in.
There we
We got
go.
the in, baby.
He got
Everybody's
the
at
in.
Peppermill.
He's worked there for like 30 years.
Oh, this is huge.
That's
this
great.
is huge.
This is a show that is definitely going to happen. We're going to bring Sub 1000, and we'll have a live show at
Oh my God,
Peppermill.
I love it.
Maybe this is where the annual event is going to be. So we were talking. I was talking with Greg
Oh,
last week,
yeah.
and Greg goes, "You know what? We're going to do the event again. I'm going to pay for it. We're going to make it happen. We're going to bring everybody down. Maybe we just rent out the Peppermill for a night. It's like the
I love
original
that.
Vegas
I love
Peppermill.
that idea.
Wouldn't that be great?
And it's very chill, you know.
It's a
Like,
great
you can
lounge.
sit down,
You got the fireside lounge with the old school fireplace.
You can walk around if you want. You can sit down if you want.
You got good food.
They do. They do.
That could be cool.
Yeah, they got the diner.
Jumping to the chat. So some people are talking about some of their go-tos and what they've had most expensive.
Lay it on us.
Redbeard says Johnny Walker Blue Label for him, retail expense.
Yeah.
But he has had he's had a Pappy 20-year on secondary expense.
Ooh.
And then he has things far more expensive in the collection, I'm sure. So
Can't wait.
That's cool. That's
Listen,
great.
we're coming to see you in your hometown. I'm not going to reveal where that is, but we're going to see you this summer because we got
I
to
want to
reprieve the
meet
heat.
Redbeard.
We
He
all
wants
want to meet
him.
Redbeard.
We all
Are
do.
you
We all
kidding?
do. We all do. Yeah.
Coolest dude.
But no, because didn't we want to make our way up to Thistlefinch?
Well, Redbeard's not in Thistlefinch neighborhood, but yeah, we're gonna make our way.
Or maybe Shram's is in Redbeard's neighborhood.
That's more Redbeard's neighborhood.
Okay, well,
yeah.
we'll talk offline about it,
Yeah.
so for sure. Okay,
Well,
cool.
that about wraps up our
that
first episode.
really wraps up Barrel Banter. We just wanted to, we're going to chat with audience members
Yeah,
and ask
Barrel
random
Banter.
questions. And Sub 1000, we thank you for your time and
Thank you,
joining
Bob.
us on
Golf
the
clap
show.
to Bob. Golf clap.
I love all of you.
And we love you. We can't wait to get you on the show.
Thank you, Bob.
So don't forget to disconnect here, and we're going to disconnect the stream here because we're going to roll right into
So
the next episode
we're
of Barrel
stopping
Buddies.
the show now, and then we're going to kick it back off with what we're drinking tonight.
So for those of you that
So-
joined the first episode, thank you. We're going to start at our regular time at 7, and we have a special new intro. Special
We do.
special
We'll
ed.
have it lined up and ready to
So
go. So
we're gonna
I'm going to
drip
give
off
you Sub 1000.
Bobby, thanks for coming. Thanks for
Thank you,
being
Bob.
here tonight.
I love you guys.
Love you too,
We'll see you on the show. Get on the show.
Later on.
Bye.
Nighty night.
Bye.
Hey, cut.